Hi everyone and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where today we're back here in Blackpool at Pleasure Beach for our first visit of 2025.
So it's the half-term event running at the park at the moment. So this includes Nickelodeon Land and Wallace and Gromit, which I'm really excited to get back on. This is priced at £25. That is for an adult and a child, which is quite expensive, but I'm looking forward to getting inside and see it.
They're advertising 12 rides open as part of this event. Obviously, if you are a season pass holder as well, you do get access to this event. So it'll be our first time using our season pass today. And looking forward to getting back in the park. We'll check out what it's like and also have a look at any other updates ahead of the main park opening, which is actually only in a couple of weeks' time on the 1st of March. What's really interesting about this event is that they're not actually letting you in through the main entrance down at the front of the park. You need to go in down through the side entrance, which is located right down here on the promenade, and you head down underneath the big one to the left, down the back road, and then into the park that way. So I'm quite surprised they didn't just send you through the front here, even though they've got the construction going on at the moment on Launchpad just over there. I am surprised they didn't send you around this side, because they could have easily sent you down by Grand National and Big Dipper, or maybe they just didn't want you walking past loads of closed rides as you were going in. But yeah, I think that would have probably been better than sending you in through the side entrance. But yeah, there's our first look at the reimagined Ice Blast, the S&S Shot Tower, which will be reopening this year as Launchpad. It's got the new colour scheme on there. It's got the tube, which is red, and then the outer framework, which is blue. And it's looking really good, actually. I think it's quite refreshing to see Pleasure Beach going for some more brighter colours again. The past kind of few things they've done, like iCard, and when they repainted Revolution, you know, they were doing like a darker colour, weren't they? Like with the greys and blacks and that sort of thing. So I think it's quite refreshing to see them going for something a bit brighter for Launchpad. It's not just a repaint though. They've actually replaced the cylinder on there, so it should be running really good. And you might actually get some airtime again at the top, or at least I hope so. So we just crossed over the road here, and they have got a sign on the side that points down to the entrance for February half term. So you kind of walk under the park. That's like the entrance and exit to Infusion up there. There we go. So yeah, at least they put some signage up, and there is actually a member of staff out the front of the main entrance sending people down here as well, just for those of you that don't know. But I wanted to get that in. But yeah, let's go and head down and enter Nickelodeon Land this way. And with this being the pathway that runs under the park, you get a bit of a look in here towards Infusion, the big one just over there as well, and you can see Big Dipper and Icon just off to the left of where the camera is. But yeah, what I have noticed here is that they've started to paint Infusion, which is great to see. There we go, you can start to see the old colour scheme coming through before in places. So yeah, it's nice that they're painted Infusion. You can see that section's been done there and it's looking really good. Grand Prix all removed now in this section, all the rubble has been cleared there as well. And it's opened up quite a large space though, so I do look forward to seeing what replaces it at some point in the future. I just hope it's not going to be too long until we see a replacement here, as it would have been really sad, you know, ripping out a ride and not putting anything in for quite some time. So I really hope that it's not too long until we hear about what's coming into this space. Yeah, obviously this is where the big helixes were, you know, where you came down from the start of the ride and then also at the end went back up to the station, and with the station itself being directly above the road where we're standing here. But yeah, they have kept the fountain there in the middle, so I reckon they're going to utilise that at least this season, and maybe have that on and fill it back up with water there. Then you can also see Icon Station in the background and the big one. But yeah, it's sad to see, like another ride removed from Pleasure Beach. But let's hope we're here on that replacement soon. And this is the entrance that they're using for February half term. Yeah, this normally is just the entrance for the arena and where they run the ice skating and also the hot ice show. Well, yeah, not the best entrance. It's just not a great first look, is it, coming in this way? I mean, at least they put a couple of banners out the front just here. Let's go through security and head into the park. And we just made our way now here into the park. So yeah, this is where it brings you out. Obviously you got Alice in Wonderland there. There we go. So you got the little entrance down here. That little conservatory is where they do the security checks and scan your ticket during this event. And obviously all that front section is all closed off there, but we do get a bit of a look at Launchpad. I tell you what, the colour scheme looks nice. It kind of matches the big one, doesn't it? Excited to see it when all the scaffolding comes down, and obviously the top section is back on there as well. Not too sure when that's going to be opening. I think there's still a bit more work left to do on there by the looks of it, so it's probably not going to be for the start of the season in a couple of weeks, but I don't think it'll be too long. And yeah, looking forward to getting back on there. I'm glad that they have kept it, even though Ice Blast isn't one of my favourites. I know a lot of people like it, and especially the fact that, you know, they've redone it. It should actually provide a bit of airtime. It should be more thrilling. I do like how even though Alice in Wonderland is closed until the main season, they've still actually updated the photo opportunity there. I mean, you can't get to it, but you can see it here from a distance, and it still says February the 16th on there. Obviously, they change that every day. Quite an iconic part of Alice in Wonderland here at the park. Yeah, I think it's good how they've done that. Surprised they just didn't put the fence going across there, because then you would have still been able to go over and have a photo with it. Excited for the main part to open though. I love the classic dark rides. Can't wait to get back on the likes of Ghost Train, Alice, Valhalla, and all the other awesome classics here. Right then, we're going to start off with a ride on Wallace and Gromit Thrill-O-Matic just here. Obviously, with Charlotte being pregnant, you can still come on here as well.
I love this ride so much, and we sit in the huge slippers.
Originally, this wasn't going to be open for February half term, then they decided to add it on last minute. I'm glad they did, because it just provides a bit more value for people that are paying for an on-the-day ticket. And it's just a nice indoor ride, isn't it? Especially when it's cold. Saying that, the weather's a lot better than it was at Alton Towers yesterday. It is. Make sure you check out our vlog from February half term and the Pirate Takeover if you haven't already seen it. Yeah, and for half term, the park opens at 11 through until 5. So yeah, pretty good hours to be honest, considering what's open. Hey! Did anybody watch the new Wallace and Gromit film? Comment down below. Not actually seen it yet, I need to watch it.
Good job I greased the bearings. 60 seconds to blast off. No crackers from it. We forgot the crackers. Hold on, Gromit. Hold on. Done for breakfast this morning, Gromit. Porridge today, lad. Tuesday. Is it supposed to do that? Don't worry, madam. Everything's under control.
Into my favourite scene of the ride. I do love those. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if at any point, yeah, they had maybe another couple of scenes in here or change a couple of scenes from the new movie that came out over winter. That'd be good to see.
Where'd you get that from? That's my machine. I've got patent pending. It's all downhill from here.
Whoa! That's the thing with this, it's not a flat ride either, it's got like lots of little drops and stuff. Like different elevations as you're going through.
Smells like nice gems.
Come to move, lovely Bobby.
I've got a bump in my pants.
Oh no.
Oh no, Gromit.
Oh, what's happening?
That's penguin.
Oh, it's him.
Get me down. Help! Get me down with Kingston. Oh, that's quite enough. You'll be hearing from my solicitor about me. Your EV6000 man, capable of over 125 RPM. That's rabbit fun.
Heard you have a spotted rabbit, Father.
Good boy, Gromit, lad. Well done. Well, that went as well as could be expected.
But talking of new scenes, this would be like the perfect place to add one because it's always felt a bit empty here at the end of the ride. It'd be quite nice to see like in here, wouldn't it? Bit of a redo. As long as they don't get rid of this guy.
Well done.
Oh, nice start to the day there. Wallace and Gromit Thrill-O-Matic, fantastic dark ride.
I think that dark ride is brilliant. There's so much going on in there. I would love to see an extra scene at the end, but I just love how you sit in this giant slipper
It's great, isn't it? No, really enjoyed it. Some fantastic scenes in there. It's long as well. And like I say, it's not flat as you're going around. It's got the different elevations, and that's why the whole kind of Thrill-O-Matic comes into it. You know, you're going down little drops and up again. Like, it's great. Really good fun ride. Nice how it's open for half term as well. And here's a look down at what's left of Grand Prix from over here out the front of Wallace and Gromit. Yeah, from inside the park. See the fountain just down there that they've kept in place. And yeah, I'm hoping this is all fully tidied up really for the start of the main season in a couple of weeks. Even if they just put some grass down or some planting or something. Yeah, it's still looking quite messy around here at the moment. So yeah, hopefully they can just get that sorted out for the start of the season, because it's just going to look a bit of an eyesore if not. As you can see, the station area is still standing there for Grand Prix. This is all blocked off at the moment, so we can't get down here. But what I have noticed is that there's some construction walls gone up around the old Boulderdrome down there and Planet Rock. So maybe we're going to be seeing that demolished soon, or at least it looks like it. Now down here in Nickelodeon Land, you got all your favourites that are open, along with the 2 roller coasters, Nickelodeon Street Care and also Blue Flyer. And yeah, if you fancy getting wet this February half term, Rugrats is open just here. The Lost River, which is the little log flume, and also SpongeBob Splash Bash is open right there behind it. Hey, there's Nick Street just going over the back. Looking forward to getting on there. Nice classic wooden coaster. Obviously Blue Flyer is like the mini wooden coaster they've got down there at the back. So yeah, let's go and head down here, get a few rides in and have a look. There it is from this angle. Look at Rugrats Lost River. This does get quite big queues normally, but yeah, as you can see today, it's completely walk on. To be honest though, it's a bit chilly for a log flume, so I'm not going to be going on here today.
I don't believe I've ever been on this.
Have you not?
You get absolutely soaked. It's this drop, it just comes all over the front. You're soaked.
We don't really get that nice of days for it, do we really? But no, maybe this summer I'll go on it again. I've not been on it for a few years. Krusty Krab is closed down here at the moment still. Hopefully we'll be back open for the start of the main season, but yeah, this hasn't been advertised to be open, yeah, and it is closed at the moment. Bikini Bottom Bus Tour, that's open just over there, and of course Nick Street, so I'm going to have a ride on here now. Only a few months to go, Charlotte, until we can back on the coasters.
I can't wait. It feels like it's gone really quick, to be honest. It doesn't feel like I've not been riding for that long, so 3 more months I'll be back.
What do you think you'll ride first coaster-wise?
I don't know, maybe like Wickerman or something at the local. I love Wickerman.
Right, I'll see when I get off. Let's walk on anyway. Yeah, I'm going to have a ride here on the street. Here it comes. A great ride there on Nickelodeon Streak, and a walk on as well, which is quite rare for that coaster. It gets quite big queues, mainly because it only has 1 train in service. I'd like to see another train come to that at some point in the future. But you know what, it's a fantastic ride. 2nd row from the back, non-wheel seats, so it's pretty smooth as it was going round. Just what you want for a wooden coaster. Like, not too rough that it's like shaking you out of control, like a back row ride on Grand National, but not like too smooth either that it takes away from the fact it's a woody. Just perfect there, 2nd row from the back. Favourite seat there on the ride, and a really enjoyable out and back coaster. Obviously heading up the lift hill here, you drop down, go right down towards the steeplechase where you got the turnaround and some little camelbacks making your way down to the brake run. Fantastic ride. And with baby being on the way, I know it's going to be a few years until the riding coasters yet, but I'm starting to pay a lot more attention to height restrictions. And we've had a lot of feedback in the past saying, oh, Sean, Charlotte, you should mention height restrictions a lot more. Well, of course, with us having our own child, that's something that we're definitely going to get more into the rhythm of doing. Because in the past, we don't really talk much about height restrictions. But yeah, it's 117 centimetres, so just under 1.2 for Nick Street. And yeah, we're going to really start getting more into that as we're travelling around. And I'm going to make like a height chart, which will be cool.
It's going to be so cute and like put like the major rides on there, and then we can like put him up against it and be like, you're tall enough.
Hey, and we're going to do that. Like, I'm going to make one for like loads of theme parks that we visit regularly, you know.
It'd be so nice.
Exciting. Another ride that Charlotte can go on though now. Dora's World Voyage just down here. Let's go and we go on here and we can take you along for the ride as well. Yeah, good to see Dora's open for this event. Here we go.
I hope our audio works.
Da, 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 da. I'm sure we had this last time we came on here.
Unbelievable.
Theirs is working in there. So obviously you've got speakers that are around the rides, but then you've also got a speaker up there in the top and it all kind of syncs up.
I feel like every time we come on, we never get the audio. We have to sing along.
Oh, there you go. We're just in silence.
Dun, dun, dun.
You get some good views there looking up at the street just there. Friends around the world. Hello.
That's nice of friends to meet.
What country are we in?
Say hello to friends.
Around the world. Hey, I do like little boat rides like this though, and it is great for people that are pregnant because you know you can go on stuff like this. It's good. And there's so many like little rides that we're going to be able to bring baby on when we go round to the parks as well, which is really exciting. We can't wait. There's Dora. Whee! In all the different outfits as we travel around the world here in Nickelodeon land. I tell you what though, it's a little bit busier at this event than I was expecting. I mean, everything's still walk on from what we've seen, which is good, but it's not like super quiet, that there's no atmosphere. I've always said that, as much as it's good going to a park when it's quiet, there's just no vibe, is there, no atmosphere. It's just right here today, so as much as I still think maybe £25 is a bit too expensive for what's open for this event, if you come in here, you know, 11.5, you'll be able to get loads of rides in because it's not too busy at all, but obviously also it's still got a bit of an atmosphere, which is good. I think maybe a right price for this event would have been between 15 and £20. £50, definitely not. Yeah, 15 and £20 would have been about the right price mark, I think, for this. 25, a little bit too expensive. Well, if you have got a season pass, which I reckon quite a lot of people have here as well, it's a good opportunity to come down here and get a first use out of that pass. £50. Looking nice and fresh on here though, as it should do, you know, for the start of the year. Obviously they spend a lot of time like cleaning things and making everything look good. I know Pleasure Beach are pretty good when it comes to that actually, like going around and keeping things looking fresh, and yeah, this is looking in a good condition. The Great Wall of China, ni hao. Bum, bum. Ni hao, to say hello in China, we say ni hao, ni hao. See you later, Dora. Get your audio sorted for next time. To say hello in China, we say ni hao, ni hao. Here's a nice little family boat ride though, that always enjoy going on there. SpongeBob Splash Bash, yeah, I don't think I'm going to go on this either today. I don't fancy getting completely soaked. There's quite a few people on there though, making the most of it. I think maybe would it been a better choice like opening a couple of other rides instead of the water rides for this event? Maybe so, but you know what, there's a few people going on there and having a ride, so why not? Gonna go on the Blue Flyer next, just over here, a little junior coaster. Quite interested to see the height restriction on there. It's something that we just never really pay like loads of attention to, so it's going to be nice like moving forwards, like bringing that air. I know it'll help a lot of you out that watch the videos and that have got kids as well, you know, so definitely make sure that we're mentioning that a lot more this season in general. The Nickelodeon shop is open down here in Nickland as well, and they've got a few food outlets open around here, including Big Pizza Kitchen. That's the biggest that's open for this February half-term event. Blue Flyer.
The ride is about to start.
This is had a nice ride there on Blue Flyer, and yeah, I had a look at the height restriction. Quite interesting, isn't it, for that?
Yeah, so it's 117. You can go on without an adult, but there's nothing underneath, so it must not have a height restriction, which is bad.
Yeah, there you go. You must just be able to sit in the seat, I reckon, on there.
So, yeah, I'm guessing so.
These are things that we've never really paid much attention to. Obviously, when new rides are open, we always mention like height restrictions and things. And obviously, with a lot of bigger rides, like, a lot of them are like 1.4 and stuff, aren't they? You know. But yeah, just really interesting. Starting to have a little look around and start preparing. I know we've got a few years yet before they're going to be riding coasters, but yeah, it's just quite interesting, isn't it? Backyardigans, that's open. Pirate Treasure just down here. Nice little spinning ride, and then of course right behind it, Avatar Airbender, that's open. And yeah, they've got characters meeting and greeting out around here at the moment as well, which is good. And this bottom section, of course, is all barried off at the moment. Excited though for the main reopening in a couple of weeks. Get back on the big one, and Icon, my favourite ride here at the park. Oh yeah, they've got the Chinese puzzle maze that's open down here too. So yeah, you can just head round there and have a look round. It's quite weird being down this part of the park and it being so quiet. Normally you've got rides running around everywhere. I mean, look how close you get to Steeplechase up here. And yeah, you get some great views of the big one as it comes down into that final drop into the tunnel before the brake run. Obviously Nick Street just up there running round. Yeah, it's really weird. Oh, here it comes actually. Get another angle for you. Good timing. You get some good views. I love it when Steeplechase is running round, standing on that little podium there in the middle. Like, you get some great views of all the rides running round. That's what's made Pleasure Beach, hasn't it, for years, you know. Just all the rides just kind of on top of each other and running round. That's why we love coming back to this amusement park. Fantastic. Yeah, excited for the main opening soon. Square Pass. Hey!
Alright, okay, so it is time for our first game
That's
of the
it.
day.
SpongeBob's happy. Oh, he's off.
Jump on at the stage for us. So I need some help. So I need.
Diego's in action just there. You get spinning well fast on there.
With this game. So you guys wanted to play? You guys can take me off this stage.
Big circus bounce. Open off there to the right hand side. The little spinning ride as well.
Oh, you have that. That's really cool. So.
Yeah, there's certainly more people here than I was expecting. You know, it's a nice little event what they've got. Like I said, I think £25 each is still quite pricey. Same price for an adult as it is a child. But you know what, if you've got a pass, it's worth it. And at least it is quiet if you are paying that and coming down here to get everything in. Loads of seagulls. Taxis is open down here as well. Get yourself on the ferry cabs. Yeah, that's a look at all the rides that are open down here as part of the event. Oh, so excited to get back on Icon. Just seeing it over there makes me so pumped for the start of the main season. A little bit of work going on the horse building there. Yeah, you've got a large horse underneath that you can sit on. It's like well, it's basically an upcharge little thing that they've got there where you sit on it and it kind of rocks back and forwards. An avalanche just behind as well. That shuttle will be back up and the bears will be dancing and singing.
I've got to start my long walk up there now.
Yeah, you're struggling a little bit on slopes and steps, aren't you?
On slopes and steps, so this will probably take me around a few minutes to get up here, so I'm going to start now.
Charlotte's going 3 or 4 minutes to walk up here. You're doing well though, just to come out to the parks, you know. She's off. Oh, bless her. Just take your time. We've got all the time in the world. Always liked how colourful this area of the park is though. Always looks the part, doesn't it? Nickelodeon land. Yeah, worth coming down for a look. We're going to have a little mooch around the exterior of Pleasure Beach now and see what else we can see. And before we head out of the park, there's another look over towards Launchpad from here. And yeah, it is refreshing to see some different colours instead of the usual greys and blacks that we've seen from the kind of like, well, past like 10 years or so at Pleasure Beach. So yeah, I'm looking forward to just seeing that when the scaffolding's down. Just be a bit brighter, won't it? Yeah, blue and red, the new colour scheme for Ice Blast, as it's transformed into Launchpad. So we've made our way out of the park then now, and before we wrap up the vlog, just wanted to have a little walk around the perimeter and just see what we can see going on. Because obviously with Pleasure Beach, they've got a limited amount of space here, so when it comes to maintenance, they've got like some of their maintenance buildings down here at the back of the park, and they normally have like some of the trains and ride vehicles and things kind of set out to the side. So there's only a couple of weeks to go until the start of the main season. Just wanted to see if there's anything still around here that we can see. You also get some good views of the outside of the park. Of course, you've got Grand National here, the racing wooden coasters, and then you've also got some awesome views that you can get at Nickelodeon Streak. And earlier on in the vlog, them shots that you saw with some off-ride footage, then yeah, that was taken from out here at the road at the back of the park, because it's cool that you can walk around the perimeter. I still think that it'd be really nice to see Grand National painted up at some point in the future. Like they did Big Dipper a couple of years ago, and it looked fantastic, so it'd be really nice to see them do something similar to Grand National. Here we go then, on the car park, and tell you what, you wouldn't think there was only 2 weeks to go until the start of the season. There's a lot of trains and ride vehicles out here. Pretty cool to see it all though. Obviously for the big one, just over here. Quite interesting seeing it with all the chassis, with the wheels on and everything, literally just the actual seating and the top part of the trains. Got Grand National just over here as well. Yeah, surprised that all these are still here. There's only a couple of weeks to go, so I'm sure they'll get a move on though, getting everything put back on. They're pretty good normally, Pleasure Beach, at you know, moving fast, acting quick and getting things on. Obviously Avalanche just down here, these ones all wrapped in cling film. Obviously they strip everything down just as part of the standard winter maintenance, and it's quite cool to see all this, isn't it? Grand National here too, all the lap bars out of there and everything, and another Grand National train down here. Oh, this is quite interesting though. Look at that, there's another train for Nickelodeon Streak. So there we go, it's still got its second train, it's got the Zero car on. It'd be lovely to see that come back at some point in the future, so they could run it on 2 trains again, because it does get some big queues. Yeah, bits of chains down there and everything. Yeah, really interesting seeing it all. A little bit concerning that it's all still here now, and there's not long to go until the start of the season, but hopefully they'll get everything ready for the start of the season, start of March. Well, that does bring us to the end of our vlog here from February half term at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Limited opening, 12 rides. It is clearly advertised what's open though, isn't it?
That's the thing, like they have been openly posting about what's going to be open, and it is clearly advertised on the website that it is only Nickelodeon Land and Wallace in Gromit.
Well, still, it's a nice ride offering. I still think £25 a little bit expensive for an adult and a child being the same price for what's open. But still, you know, there's quite a few people down here. I think there was quite a lot of pass holders that we spoke to today as well. So it's a nice opportunity and something for the kids to do, isn't it, in February half term with a limited opening. I just would like to see maybe a couple more rides open for the price, or bringing the price down a little bit more. But still, you know, looking really good. We got on a few rides, didn't we?
Yeah, even I got on a few rides today. It's also nice that they've got the characters out. It's a nice like interactive element for the kids to have photos with them as well.
Yeah, that's the thing, it just kind of adds to it, doesn't it? All goes in with that ticket price. Good getting on a couple of coasters as well. There's Nickelodeon Streak and Blue Flyer, and always enjoy Wallace and Gromit. And yeah, it was good having a look at what's happening around the park that we could see. Obviously Pleasure Beach is a small compact park, so you can have a good look and see what's going on. That clearance area by Grand Prix, hopefully that gets tidied up soon.
Oh, definitely, it doesn't look
No,
bad.
it doesn't. There's, obviously looks like there's going to be some demolition happening around the front soon as well, so I look forward to following that and seeing what replaces it. Hopefully a new ride in that location. And then of course you've got the refurbished Ice Blast that's going to be reopening as Launchpad. Look forward to that. Again, I think there's a little while to go until that's going to be ready. Maybe in time for Easter or something like that, we might see them focus to get that open. But I guess we'll see what happens. And then obviously there's all the trains and everything. They're coming a bit fine, aren't they?
I know, like they haven't got long at all, but I'm sure they'll be working fast to get stuff ready for the 1st of March.
Can't wait to get back on the big one, and of course all the other classics here at the park, including Icon, Valhalla and so much more. We'll be back in a couple of weeks to come and film that vlog. I don't know if Charlotte's going to be coming or not, really.
No, I think for like the busy openings, I think I'm going to stay at home and have a nice rest, because as I get more and more pregnant, I'm going to get a lot more tired. So I'm just going to take it as it comes.
Yeah, so you're probably going to see as we enter the next few months, some days where I'm going to be on my own, other
Don't
days
worry,
Charlotte's
I'm
going to be here. Yeah, Charlotte's just going to be taking it easy. Obviously these are chill days when there's only a few bits open, but when we do get to them busy opening days, I think you're just going to be taking it easy, aren't you, really?
I will be at home with my feet up sorting out baby stuff.
Yeah, so it's just going to be a mix of you know, me and then both of us together.
Don't worry, I will be here.
Charlotte's perfectly fine, and of course, yeah, we've got a lot coming up. We're going to be showing you like what we're doing preparation wise at home over on our other channel as well. But here from Blackpool Pleasure Beach, that leaves me one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. Bye.